Hello, everybody. Welcome to Forward Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead. Tonight's show. I just came across something today that I mean I don't condone violence. And this is horrible. Okay, and I don't see why people should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, and in Arizona office used by the Vice President Harris campaign and state Democratic congressional candidate was damaged by gunfire Monday, according to the report firm by ABC News. I mean, this is like in Tampa Police Department are investigating the incident, which is took place of a few days before Harris and is scheduled and visit Arizona. Since no one was in office during that incident, the law enforcement is labeling it a property crime, and Associated Press reports we are grateful that Tampa police for coming and quickly to the scene and the area and the scene and coming quickly to the scene and areas and foundation and no one unfortunately no one was present or injured. It seems like minority of the Arizona Democratic Party coordinated a campaign manager said that the statement, according to the AP, the Harris campaign last held campaign events by Tampa with a gun control advocate, Representative Mel First D. Florida, in late in August. Harris did not attend that evening, but was last in Arizona early in August. But I just want to say that um, I don't condemn violence. Okay, anywhere. I condemn I condemn I don't like violence. Okay, at all. And this wasn't called for at all. You know, and I'm speaking truly as a as a Republican for the nominee. Okay, Donald Trump, but this wasn't called for to do this to any candidate. Okay, so my opinion on that. Um, that shouldn't have happened. But good thing that no one was in office and inside the campaign office at the time when it happened. So I mean, and just because it shouldn't happen, okay, and violence is not the answer. And I've been trying to say this for so long, okay, that violence is not. Okay. I mean, like I said, if you don't like a candidate, you don't vote for them. Okay. If you don't like it. Okay. I mean, everybody's got a choice. And everybody has a choice. Okay. You know, and we take these things to the ballot. Okay. And we vote. Okay. But I mean, wow, gunfire over at Harris's campaign office, and good thing that nobody was injured or nobody was there at that time. Oh my God, that is crazy. Yeah, well, look at. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, everybody everyone has an agenda, you know what I'm saying, but people don't, and some people out there, they don't care what it is, you know what I'm saying, but look what happened to Trump in Pennsylvania. Look what happened to Trump at his golf course over there. The second time, you know what I'm saying, second time Trump got assassinated, you know what I'm saying? Second time, he was shot at. Yeah. So yeah, so now they're trying to do the same thing. Now good thing that nobody was in Harris's campaign office at the time. You know what I'm saying? When this happened, you know what I'm saying? Now they're trying to do it to her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wow. I mean, these people, man. I'm telling you. You know, what I mean, it doesn't matter whose side you're on. Oh, geez, my God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna actually read it again, and I'm gonna actually read this. I'm gonna actually read this again because in the Arizona office used by Vice President Harris' campaign and state Democratic congressional candidate was damaged by gunfire on Monday, according to the report from NBC News. The Tampa Police Department investigated the incident, which took place a few days before Harris has scheduled to visit Arizona. Wow. Look. People got hate. Not only for Donald Trump, but for Harris too. You know what I'm saying? People got hate, man, really bad. You know what I'm saying? And you know something? And I'm saying this, okay, because I'm saying this out of the goodness of my heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like violence at all. Okay, I do not like violence whatsoever. Okay, and people shouldn't be doing this. Okay, but look what happened to Trump and the golf course. Look what happened to him in Pennsylvania. Look what happened to him. Uh, you know, the first time, uh, and the second time, this happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And people are crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm glad though that nobody was in that office at the time. Wow. I mean, gunfire. But police are investigating, and hope they find. I hope they find a person that did that to her office like that. Wow. So I'm grateful that everybody, anybody, and everybody in her campaign, on her campaign trail, or in the her party is okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can agree and disagree. You know what I'm saying? But the people should not, okay, show violence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the answer. You know what I'm saying? It's not the answer to show violence around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Harris's campaign team is okay. Good thing they wasn't there. Whew. Oh my God! You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm glad that I'm glad that they're okay. They wasn't there, and yeah, yeah. So, but they are. But the Tampa Police Department, they are investigating it, and they will. And I hope they do find the person that did it. You know what I'm saying? So, just thinking, this is what happened to Trump back then. You know what I'm saying? When Trump was in Pennsylvania, when Trump got shot at. Um, Almost assassinated. Golf course, same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like violence. Gun violence has been a hot topic, and for Harris, but gun owners. Well, let me tell you something. Okay, uh, you know, people shouldn't use violence. Violence is no good at all. People shouldn't even use violence. And this is unusual for me to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I mean, don't matter who it is. Okay, these are two candidates. Okay, these are two candidates from both sides. Okay, out there, you know what I'm saying, campaigning and, out there campaigning, you know what I'm saying? And, it's, they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're trying to make their voices heard, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, but, you got people out there, want to, you know, you know, show violence. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the answer to everybody's question. And somebody's on, and I wonder who that is. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I told you, and I said this. I said this quite some time ago. And on, if they're going to do this to our president, President Donald Trump, they're going to do this to the other candidates too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? That, this stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? And violence, But hey, I want to say that, I hope she's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, good thing, that she wasn't there when all that stuff went down. So, and I'm gonna move on to something else. In that case, you know, I don't care. I look, you know what? I'm a Republican, yes, but you know something. But I don't like violence at all. Okay, I really don't. I think the um, violence is not the answer to everyone's question. Everyone. You know, so. But it's kind of sad that that these things always happens. You know what I'm saying? So um, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. What's going on here? I just want to pull up some other stuff too. Why I'm on here? So, but there was a good speech though today with the President Donald J. With the President Donald J. Trump. It was a good speech, and on RSBN, uh, I'm trying to find the video. I mean, he came out with some good talking points, um, and but hey, you know what I'm saying. But still, and but she and he came out with some good talking points, and I like that. Let's see here. He came out with the fracking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. I mean, we do want. We do want the fracking. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, then Trump says that well, first Kamala Harris says drop fracking, and then first she says she doesn't want it, then she wants it, then she wants to build a wall, then she doesn't want to build a wall, and it's hard to, and I know that candidates will flip back and forth on policies a lot, but did it for 15 times. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I can see it doing it one time, but 15 times is not very good. So, but I'm just going to tell you, okay? I'm just going to tell you that Trump is leading in the polls, okay? And he's leading by a lot, okay? So he is. And I even checked the polls myself. He's leading by a lot. And, so he's leading by a lot. And just to let you know that. But and just here, and this is what saved him. Okay, see that? It's the what do you call it? If anybody could see that, No, I can't show it because it's a graphic. It's a graphic. So Trump spoke. Trump spoke on the border crisis. So yeah, and after 4 years, let's put it this way: after 4 years, Harris hasn't even been down the border. So all of a sudden now, but all of a sudden she's gonna go down the border, down the border, down the border crisis, and she hasn't been down there for 4 years. Wow, sad, but I mean, so I'm going to let me see here. This few things I want to talk about. Uh, let's see. Trying to just gotta find some things that I need to actually. I just gotta find some things that I need to actually talk about. Uh, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go on Twitter. Okay. So I'm gonna go on Twitter, and I'm gonna play videos for Trump. It's playing by something else there. Hold on. Marjorie Taylor Greene, would you support Trump ending in all fundings in foreign and countries until we have zero debit? Of course, I vote for him. We promised to get this uncovered photos of Donald Trump and one of the chief architects of Project. Here we go with this Project 2025 again. People gotta Main Street media has to stick their nose where it don't belong. And yeah, and there it is again. Oh my God! They're all Linda. If you want to talk, come in here. I'm on YouTube, Linda. Come over here. Project 2025. Okay. Now, we promise we get this. Donald Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025. So, what is Main Street media have to say about that? Okay, Main Street media, here they go again with this Project 2025. I mean, they're just so ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, it's I mean, they have brainless them people, man. Project. I mean, Trump does not have nothing to do with it, and I said this many times. He don't have nothing to do with the Project 2025. I mean, wow, boy. I mean, this man arrested. Wait a minute. There we go. Breaking news. Let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on. Rainer Root arrest near Trump, Florida golf course and is charged with attempt assassination. Federal prosecutors have charged this man who was spotted with a gun outside of the former Trump golf course with an attempt assassination of a presidential candidate, and the indictment unsealed Tuesday alleged by Rain Wesley Root didn't entirely attempt to kill the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the major presidential candidate, when he was camped out near where Trump was golfing on September 15th in West Palm Beach, Florida. Ruth had previously been charged with possessions of a firearm by convicted felon and possession of a firearm with the arbitrating serial numbers. The indictment is coming one day after Trump has issued a statement accusing the Justice Department of downplaying the alleged assassination plot against him and his month, and suggesting that the state officials in Florida take over the case. The Kamala Harris and Joe Biden Department of Justice and the FBI mishandling and downplaying the second assassination attempt on my life, but since July, the charges brought against the assassination area slapped on the worst, Trump said in a statement Monday, alleging they have conflict of interest since they have been obsessed with getting Trump for a long time. Federal prosecutors had indicted during the root of the court's appearance by Monday that another charge will come. He's been ordered to hell without bail pending trial. This story is first appeared on NBCNews.com. More of the NBC News. Israel woman freed from Hamas capacity recall. Brutal condition inside tunnels. Karen adoptees say they were confined and government ignores fraud investigation finds, and how Abercrombie Plaza and Misty Steele dodged the time travel clock of my old oh boy. But hey, I'm gonna tell you, this is like, let's see here, there's some more over here. Yeah, so Ray Ruta was arrested near time. So he was arrested. Idaho man charged with threatening to kill Trump and phone calls on Mars Bar Lago. Trump seeks derail major court filing by federal prosecutors, election interference. Murder and other violence and crimes that are dropped across the U.S. last year by FBI data shows. Trump is accused DOJ for mishandling and downplaying second assassination plot. Trump fan gets 8 years for assaulting officer during the January 6th Capitol breach, that was wrong. Alaska man charged with making death threats against Superior Court judge. Wow, all this stuff going on. Trump fans, futures of Biden administration assaulting officers with a bar spray on January 6th. Iranians hackers sent stolen Trump campaign's info, Biden's campaign associated with the FBI. 2 former New York Fire Department chief indicted for bribery and charges. What is the truth of the U.S. claiming that TikTok is spreading Chinese propaganda? The DOJ is charged 2 brothers in January 6th assault a New York photo. Yeah. AG Mark Garland, dangerous attack on DOJ prosecutors and personal. Trump refuses to acknowledge the 2020 loss of the loss and dodged the database question of his January 6 action. Well, you know something though. I'm just gonna go back a little bit. That 2020 election was stolen. Hunter Biden entered a guilty plea in federal tax case and involving a trial. Jack Smith seeks similar Trump appeals on election interference case amended, delayed. Federal investigation sees that the phones of NYPD Commissioner Edward Cabin source say Russian money was found to right-wing creators throughout the pro-Trump media outlet, prosecutor says. The GOP House panel suspended Tim Walsh in an investigation in Minnesota, a nonprofit, and ran a COVID-AIDS scam. Tim Walsh running a COVID-AIDS scam. Former officer gets reduced on January 6th sentence thanks to the Superior Court ruling. Yeah. What about Abbott? You know what I'm saying? What about her? New York man sentenced after thousands of harassing calls by Congress and threats to kill staff. Trump pleaded not guilty to invoice federal election interference indictments. Well, that's because he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why. I mean, how can you? Let's put it this way: how can you put charges on people? Okay, how can you press charges on somebody when they didn't commit the crime? Cool. I mean, man, Jesus, man, how can you? You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Trump shooters also searching to inform on RNC and a DNC, FBI says. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, if you see it, there's a lot of things. That was said and done way back. That's what I was reading. Yeah, that's what I was reading. So, that's what I was reading. The Justice Department access visas and debits and networks on monopoly then impact the prices of nearly everything. So, I mean, look at all this. I mean, I read all this because this is stuff that I'm thinking way back. You know what I'm saying? Officer involved in Sarah Brinchmore's case, sacrificed by posting commissioner. So, Aaron Rodgers searching out to Derek May after Pat lost to the Jets. That was a long time ago, I think. I just got to catch up on some of this stuff. Yeah, hey, I heard, okay, I heard that the Fall River police chief was got voted out. They voted him out. I'm just dying to see why. I mean, why did they vote the chief out? You know what I'm saying? I'm just dying to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? That is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Voting the chief out like that. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. I mean, I never I never thought in my mind that that the chief would get voted up. So I wonder what I'm just kind of like really wondering what they're wondering what they're gonna do for a chief. You know what I'm saying, for the Florida Police Department. You know what I'm saying, you know, uh, and also I and November 5th, get out there and vote, man. Your vote counts. So November 1st, the big election's coming up. Get out there and vote. Vote for Donald Trump for president of the United States. We want to end the border crisis. That's what we want to do. End the border crisis that's been going on for so long under the Biden and Harris administration. So we need to end that border crisis. The border crisis needs to end. We got too many people coming over here. Okay, we got too many people. Harris is flying people over here, and it was proven that she was. And and I'm not going to have people persuade me and say it wasn't, because it is true that Harris has been flying people over here to over to the United States as well. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yes. So she has been, for quite some time doing that. You know what I'm saying? So and you know why they do it? So that way they can gain votes. You know what I'm saying? But how are these people going to vote when they're not registered voters? You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I really don't get it. You know what I'm saying? How are these people going to vote? I mean, so they're going to get them registered right away to vote so they can vote for them? Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how cheating that's how cheating begins. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Trump's up by a lot, and I saw his video this morning, and it was done in Georgia. So I saw his video in Georgia. So he was talking about things that he was talking about. He did talk about that he's up by a lot, and and the polls don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So he's up by a lot, and that's it. So I mean, RSBN even reported it too, that Trump, his polls are up by a lot too. So because they are keeping also tabs on the polls too, and the numbers too as well. And so is his campaign team. His campaign team's out in the polls, and looking at the numbers and watching the numbers as they come in. So that too. So, but yeah. So Trump's ahead by a lot by the the um, the electoral college voters. So yeah, I mean he's up by a lot. I mean right there is right there is no brainer. You know what I'm saying? So Georgia, when Georgia votes puts their vote in, he probably don't want it wouldn't need California, so he probably wouldn't need it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So well, we'll see. So he probably won't need California because he's up by a lot now, and it's too big to rig. So it's too big to rig. And but you know, and he did say something about electric cars. You know what I'm saying? He did say it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hybrids, hybrids. I mean, yeah, he did. He says hybrids. He says don't get me wrong. He says I like electric cars. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He says he likes them. You know what I'm saying? But but we prefer hybrids with with gas. You know what I'm saying? So hybrids with gas. That's what we prefer. You know what I'm saying? Even like the buses that we have, we have hybrids with diesel. So I mean, so if you want, if you're interested, you get cars, hybrids, right? So the hybrids, with putting gas in the car, not a full electric car. You know what I'm saying? Because full electric cars, I mean, they're kind of risky. You know what I'm saying? They are. I mean, I wouldn't want to be an electric car, and or a cyber truck, going down the street and then being stuck in and and no being stuck somewhere that I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that. So that's why I said I'd rather have a hybrid and gas. You know what I'm saying? So it's better. So that way I know if something happens to the electric, right? I know I got the gas. I know I can pump gas inside the car. So that way I can get back home. You know what I'm saying? So I mean electric cars are not full electric cars are not the answer. I mean, I don't know why Joe for the I don't know why the Biden administration came up with that ridiculous idea. you know, I mean, what are we living in? You know what I'm saying? We're living in the Jetsons area. I mean, flying. Well, I mean, what's going to come out next? Flying cars? We're going to have flying cars next, and probably in the 20 or the 50 century, somewhere down the line, or over there somewhere, right? Yeah, we're probably gonna have um, flying cars. So what are we living in, space? Geez, God, man, flying cars and for we're gonna have flying buses. Hey, I remember honestly the Jetsons, man. Oh, they're pretty cool, man. I love it, man. How they come flying out of that pipe. Here comes the Jetsons. Hey, yeah. I mean, come out in his little flying saucer right out of the pipe. You know, I mean, I remember. You know what I'm saying? And Rosie the robot. You know, she used to make George his lunch all the time and say, "Have a good day at work, George." You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah. I mean, I mean. So that's why I said we don't need. Okay, we don't need full electric cars. We need hybrids with gas with it. You know what I'm saying? So that way if people get stuck, they can go to the gas station and get gas. Okay, well, the electric is down. So I got the gas. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, hybrid. So that way they can. So, but I like it when Donald Trump turns around and says, "We're gonna drill, baby, drill." That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drill, baby, drill. Oh my God, man! Yeah, it's kind of it's that was funny. I like that one. Yeah, but we still have oil fields. We still have it. You know what I'm saying? And oil is not going to dry up. I mean, people saying oil is going to dry up. No, and I can prove that right there. I'm going to search it right up right now. Could oil dry up in 20 years? Okay, so I just searched it just now, right? It's unlikely that oil will completely dry up in the 20 years, but the ability of easily accessible for conventional oil may decline over time, but prevent uh, reserves of oil are still substantial and technically advanced, but such as fracking and deep sea drilling and extending potential supplies. However, oil is a flint resource and has demand demand growth, and particularly in developing countries, and pressure on supplies will increase. Efforts to transition to renewable energy to reduce our reliance on fossil fuel are accelerating, especially as concerns about climate change and growth in a 20-year. It is more probable that the global energy mix will shift more towards vital resources and reduce dependence on oil rather than oil physically running out. So yeah, so see, oil will not run out. Okay, so I mean, there's enough oil around for everybody. You know what I'm saying, so oil will not run out. Oil will be around for uh, probably centuries, probably. Um, So yeah, oil will be around for a very long time. I mean, it's just oil. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, no, I mean, you can go out to sea and drill. You know what I'm saying? And pick up oil from out in the sea. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can drill there. You know, yeah. I mean, it's oil. There's oil everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's enough. You know what I'm saying? There's not Oil will not dry up. I mean, people go and say oil's going to dry up and this and that. Oil will not dry up. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, oil will not dry up. When our oil, we were selling barrels of oil at $8 a barrel. Okay. At one point. Okay. So we were selling oil at $8 a barrel. Okay. So, yeah, and oil was great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the economy was booming because of the oil in the first place. Okay, because of it, yes, because of the oil in the first place, the economy was right up there. Since they since the Biden administration got in there, guess what? The oil went up to $100 a barrel. Okay, $100 a barrel. So in other words, the Biden administration got greedy. Okay, when we were selling it for $8 a barrel. Okay, so I mean, gasoline was down to $2. Okay, $2, and gasoline wasn't up $4 or $3. It was down. It was down to $2, 2.50. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying. Some people pay $1.50 for gas. Okay, so this is what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want to build a country. Okay. We don't want to we don't want to crash the economy. We want to build a country. You know what I'm saying? So the country. So that's why I said, you know, President Donald Trump knows what he's talking about. Okay, because he's a businessman. He knows what he's talking about. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama. These people are crazy. They don't even know what they're talking about. Okay, they're nuts. Okay, I mean, this is why we need him. Okay, because a businessman knows his business. Okay, you know, when you become a president of the United States of America, this whole country is a business. Okay, the whole United States is a business. And even foreign countries like Japan, uh, China, uh, Afghanistan, things like that. We do trade. Sometimes we do trade with these people. You know what I'm saying? They borrow money off for us. We borrow money off for them. They borrow money off for us. So, and, it's a back and forth. Okay. Okay. So you owe me $120 trillion. Okay, so all right, so okay, so what do you? So if you can't pay the money back, so what do you got for us? So that way it'd be worth our while. You know what I'm saying? So it's a back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's called, if you ain't got the money to pay back, you got something to trade. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, huh? It's called collateral. That's what it's called. Collateral. So if you ain't got the money to pay us back, then it's collateral. So we want something of yours. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Yes. So yeah, it's called collateral. That's what it's called. I mean, until you pay the money back, then you get it back. And it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just trade back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's oh, okay, you got something good for me, I got something good for you. You know what I'm saying? So all right. I mean, and this is why people make you know deals back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like President Xi will call up Donald Trump and say, "Hey Don, hey, hey, I got something to sell you." Okay. Well, Donald Trump will say, the president will say, "Well, since you owe me money, since you owe us money, the U.S. money, then well, I'm going to, I'm not going to pay you the full price, but I'm going to take it off your hands." You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's how it's done. As a, I mean, that's how you do business. You know. So I mean, that's why I like Donald Trump, because he's a businessman, and that's why I will vote for him, because not only a businessman, but he's got a brain and he knows what he's doing. And when he talks, he don't talk on a teleprompter like Joe did. Okay, probably Kamala Harris is doing the same thing, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just it. He doesn't talk on a teleprompter. No, no, Trump does it. You know what I'm saying? He tells you what he does is he tells you straight out what he thinks and what he wants to do without a teleprompter, and that's why I like him. He doesn't want this whole fast talk with a teleprompter. No, of course not. You know, he just he wants to tell you exactly how he feels and what he wants to do for this country. But like I said, people shouldn't be hating on anybody, man, because I mean, you know, regardless who's in that office and who's sitting in that chair, okay, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You don't show anger, because I don't like violence at all. I don't, and violence is not the answer for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm going to tell you, if you don't like the candidate, don't vote for the candidate. You know what I'm saying? But don't go out there and commit violence for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you hate somebody. You know what I'm saying? You see this? Yet another sign that South Coast Rail is on its way to Fall River, New Bedford, and Taunton. South Coast Rail is passenger services, and is still one piece to be achieved in the spring of 2025 in Fall River, New Bedford, and Taunton, Freetown, and Middleborough. And today's Fall Reporter received yet another sign of that being true. MassDOT states that the Grow begun installing a new sign along the highway leading to South Coast Rail stations and locations. Of the work will be Route 24 in Taunton, Freetown, and Fall River, Route 140 and 195 in New Bedford. The weekdays from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Also, construction continues for the new pedestrian bridge across Route 18, Cushing Avenue. Contacting to the New Bedford station included sidewalks work on Purchase Street and Acushnet Avenue starting the week of Sunday, October 6th. Crews will be conducting overnights work, including the Marrow of the Temptree Bridge support steel over Route 18, and this work will require overnight road closures and detours and Acushnet Avenue and Route 18 northbound and southbound. It is expected just to work will continue for 2 or 3 weeks. The work will take place weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Nighttime work hours starting week of October 6th will be from 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. The following details were also released by the MBTA last week regarding to South Coast Rail services in Fall River and New Bedford. Intel of 26 trips were expected to be part of revenue service daily for the Fall River and New Bedford line, and the team has signed an increase of total weekday trips between Salt Station and East Taunton to 32. This includes 15 trips on the Fall River line and increase from 13 and 17 trips on the New Bedford line. Increasing from 13, there will be a total of 26 trips between Salt Station and East Taunton on the weekends. The project team expects 70 minutes between trains on weekdays and weekdays on 120 minutes between trains on the weekends. The late night services will be offered to South Coast Rail stations with the last train leaving Boston just before midnight. In addition to direct services, there will also be shuttle operating between each terminals, points, and East Taunton stations. This allows for even more frequency services, which consistent with all day services and model across the rest of the commuter rail network. The MBTA has determined that the fare structure for all South Coast Rail stations will be priced in zones 8. This means that passengers will pay a full fare of $12.25 and reduced for $6. In addition to today's news, according to Massachusetts State Representative Cal Fiola, after attending its South Coast Rail updating meetings in September 16th and 16th, it looks like the project is on track for May of 2025 startup. Attention South Coast Rail update meetings in today Looking forward to Arian tracks of May 2025 startup for more details of this. But if you are interested, and there will be Taunton community meetings on the South Coast Rail projects on Wednesday, September 18th at 6 p.m. in the Taunton City Hall, 15 Summer Street. Hashtag we run tracks. Last month, in Massachusetts, Bay State Transportation Authority announced that the dispatch responsibilities for the South Coast Rail territory has been transformed into MBTA railroad and operations and divisions, and will now be performed by its operations partners by coal and commute services and making significant mail stations in the project project progress. Wow. Wow, I read all of that, man. Remaining in commute deliveries and long waits of rails services and new South Coast Railroad projects will provide residents and reliable alternatives and driving and MBTA central manager by the CEO Philip and Edge the with the complications of automatics and trains control testing and the support of our operation partners by taking over the dispatch, and we excited to be one step closer, bringing safe and reliable services and more communities. Wow. Woo. Hey, 2025, baby, that train's coming. So, yeah, I mean that's actually pretty good. When That's actually pretty good when you have trains coming. You know what I'm saying? So when you have trains coming in May of 2025, you know what I'm saying? So that's actually pretty good. So let's see, what do we got here? It's almost 8 o'clock. I just want to get some things out there really quick. But hey, like I said, man, you know, let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Second notice claim, trade copy. I don't want to read that stuff over there. It's all private. I don't want to be putting that stuff out there. Let's see what else is out here. A man arrested after shooting fire incident at the Fall River restaurant. That's the same guy. Caring for elderlies and relatives and friends, you may qualify for monthly payments. Video of Donald Trump helping paying for mom's groceries in Pennsylvania grocery store. There it is, man. He's paying for he's paying for mom's groceries. There you go. Hey, he's paying for the groceries. Look at that. Wow, that's awesome. I like that. Yeah, because the kid was hungry, so he paid for mom's groceries. That was nice. You know, that's yeah. He was in Pennsylvania, and he was in Pennsylvania, and he paid for mom's groceries because mom didn't have any money for groceries, so he paid for those groceries. That's awesome. That is really nice. I like that. Uh, Laugh all loud. Oh, these people, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, I should though try to attach Fall River Media back with YouTube. Yeah, I should. But hey, people do watch it though. You know what I'm saying? So, and they watch it. You know what I'm saying? People do watch Forward Media News, even if it's not on Forward Media News Facebook. It's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So hey, let's see what's on Truth Social here. Must be some wonderful things going on here. Yeah, this is like a real Donald Trump told Brett News that he believes that Oprah Winfrey was embarrassed by Kamala Harris' lack of preparation on major issues, which was on display during Winfrey interview and events and Harris on Thursday. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, Harris does. She talks about some. She talks a lot about beauty, man. I'm telling you. I mean, half of the have. I mean, I mean, half of the time, okay. I mean, Harris. She doesn't make any. She doesn't make any sense. Whatsoever. That's why we need common sense. Okay, we need to bring common sense back to this election. Harris is not it. Wow. We need to bring back common sense, man. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, man. She's awesome, man. She's awesome, and she supports Donald Trump all the way in this election. She does. JD Vance, man, you go, man. JD Vance is right out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so JD Vance is out there and everything, and yeah, so yeah. So you're gonna find some these elections. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump is up a lot. I mean, he said it in he said it in Georgia when he was live in Georgia when I was watching him this morning. So he's up by a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is. And you know what's going to happen? The Democrats are going to say, no, he ain't up by a lot. Harris is winning. You know what I'm saying? I already know that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So Trump is up by a lot. Polls are showing it. You know what I'm saying? The polls are showing it. You know what I'm saying it's not, it's because he's popular. You know what I'm saying? He's a popular president, and he's did a lot for this country. He's got us out of wars. He's got us out of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, uh, you know, uh, he got us out of wars. You know what I'm saying? Why doesn't nobody? Doesn't he got us out of wars? You know what I'm saying he's got us out of everything. I mean, he made this whole country wealthy. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, but that's because he's a businessman. Okay, a businessman is gonna do what a businessman does. Okay, for his country. Okay, same thing with Joe Biden. Same thing with Kamala Harris. Same thing with Barack Obama. Same thing with any other president would do when they're elected in office. They make this thing out of a whole business. That's what they do. Okay, that's what they do. Okay, not only Trump, not only Barack Obama, not only Joe, not only Harris. Not, I mean, it's every other president. This is a business. This is a business. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, this whole country's a business. Okay, it is, and it's been a business since the time I was since the time I was here born. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. I even asked my father. I even asked my grandmother. And she says, Dave. She says, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, any president that gets elected, okay, it's a business to them. Okay, it's a business. It's a business to Joe. It's a business to Donald Trump. It's a business to Barack Obama. It's a business to Kennedy. Kennedy, if he was still alive. And it's any president, any president. Okay, that's how they get their money. That's how they do their trades by other countries. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you own us this certain amount of money, so what do you, and so you must have something for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a business back and forth. That's what it is. So it's called a trade. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like that for thousands of years. It's been like that. You know what I'm saying? From one president to another president, even President Eisenhower. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know President Eisenhower. For what I know about him, it was a business to him too. You know what I'm saying? Well, Eisenhower. You know what I'm saying? So it was. I mean, it's just a business. You know what I'm saying? It's the country is a moneymaker. That's what it is. And this is how the U.S. gets rich. You know what I'm saying? This is how the U.S. gets rich. You know what I'm saying? And this is how people get rich. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do trades in markets. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, well, the market's up. Hey, I'm going to put 100 grand on that. You know what I'm saying? On the Dow Jones and stuff. And you know what? He's going to double that 100 grand, and he's going to double that. He's going to double that 100 grand. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? And and it is. And it's, don't look at Reagan. I mean, yeah, Eisenhower. You know what I'm saying? President Eisenhower. I don't even know him from home the world. I heard of him, but by what my grandmother and my father told me about him. You know what I'm saying? So I heard President Eisenhower was a pretty interesting president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So what about yeah? So it's a business back and forth. I mean, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people conduct businesses every single day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like the city hall. I mean, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? City councilors, they conduct business. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? The tax collectors and all this other stuff. You know, even when people run for politics, people give donations to the politicians. Okay, well, hey, you know what? This is the guy I'm going to vote for. This is the guy I'm going to give my money to. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when you give money to politicians, what happens is that they only tell you what you want to hear, so that way you can give them a donation. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I promise I'm going to do this. Then once they get in office, they do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mayor Paul Coogan does nothing. Okay, he made a promise. Okay, that he was going to take care of us, but no. But he's out there taking care of his his rich friends. Okay, so he's not caring about the homeless. He's not caring about anybody but himself and his pockets and his rich friends. That's what's going on there. Okay, and if Mayor Paul Coogan was to care about us, then we wouldn't even have a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't care about us. If he would have gotten the market rate housing and using HUD's money for that, okay, then we wouldn't have had a problem with him. Okay, we the people have a problem with Mayor Paul Coogan because, for the fact is, he cares so much about market rate housing and filling his rich friends' pockets while he's leaving the homeless people out on the street with nothing. Okay, so that's what he's doing. Okay, so that's Mayor Paul Coogan for you. And you know something? And I will say it straight out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is true. Okay, it is true. Okay, it is. And Michelle Dion, when Michelle Dion tried everything she can in there as a city councilor. Okay, I like all her talking points too. You know what I'm saying? Because she is one of the best city councilors that we got there, between Sean Kadim, Joe Camara, okay, between Sean Kadim and Joe Camara and Brad Kilby. All those, I mean, those people should just go and not be elected anymore because they're dinosaurs. They've been there for a long time and they haven't even done nothing. They've been there. They've been in there before and did nothing, and they're still there and they're still not doing nothing. Okay, that's how that is. So if they would speak up and say, "Hey, look, we want affordable housing. We don't want market rate housing. We want affordable housing. Hey, we have to help out over here with the homeless people. Hey, look, well, the Flint area, there's the storefronts. They're all empty. They need to be cleaned out. Hey, there's overdoses around. We need to take care of the most important things first before anything else comes on the agenda. Okay, the most important things first. Take care of the overdose. Take care of the overdose. You know, make sure that take care of the overdose. That's one. Okay, and the homeless. That's two. Okay, and make sure that people. Make sure that let's enforce the texting and driving. Let's enforce the people talking on the phone. They those are two are the most important things in the world. Most important things in the world to take care of. But you know something? They don't. They jump ahead of the agenda, and they only do one thing that's on their mind, and that's the mayor of the city of Fall River too. All they worry about is the market rate housing and put money in their pocket and sticking and helping their rich friends out and just leaving the poor people sit back behind the scenes. That's what they're doing. Okay, so we are the people. We will be sticking up for the homeless. We will be sticking up for the elderly people and the elderly, and we'll make sure that these people have. Okay, that's what we'll make sure that these people have, because you know something, people. There is the homeless people are unfortunate. The elderly, some of them are unfortunate, but good thing though that they have their retirement money to live on, their checks and everything else too, and getting a little bit of food stamps. Okay, because taking care of other people first before this. Okay, so this has been going on for so long. Time to put an end to it. Okay, time to put an end to the nonsense that's going on here in our city. You know what I'm saying? Not just around the world, not just the whole country, but also here. So we have to take care of our people. Our people come first. Okay, and that's how that should be going right now. Okay, that is so unpredictable when you're leaving your homeless veterans out there, the homeless people in the street. I understand. Okay, I get it. Okay, some of them want to be homeless. I get it, but you know something? It's to make things better, you get money from HUD, right? And you put it towards the affordable housing. Okay, that's how you should do it. Okay, and I remember back in 2016. Oh, maybe the people should come down with their ideas. Maybe the people should come down with their ideas. We did go down the city. We did go down one time, and a lot of times that I spoke. Okay, and I said, well, you need ideas. Well, we're down here to give the ideas. So I mean, if you got ideas, go down and bring them to us. We went down there one time, and we gave them ideas. What did they do? They did not use it. Okay, I was like, okay, you want ideas from us, but you don't want to use them. So make that make sense. Okay, and you know something, and nothing make that make sense. Okay, I remember a lot of times I've had good ideas too. Okay, and and I shared my ideas during my run for city council too. I shared my ideas, and guess what? They did not use them. So make that one make sense. Okay, they want ideas. They want us. They want our help. Okay, but they don't want to use the ideas that we provide to them. Okay, so I mean, but they want to do things their way not our way, okay? But they want our money. You know what I'm saying? They want our tax money every single year. They want our tax money. They want the excise taxes. They want the homeowners taxes and everything else. They want our taxes at the end of the year. So, so I mean, that's because they want to do things their way. So let's not, something. If we don't pay taxes, they don't get paid. They don't get any money at all. So I mean, if we don't pay taxes, okay. I mean, it's ridiculous how these people, they want to run us, but we're the ones that are trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? How to do things here in the city to make it better for everybody. It's they don't want to listen to us. They don't care about us. They only care about their rich friends, their pockets. Sean Kadim, Brad Kilby, Joe Camara. They don't want to. They don't want to do nothing. The only thing that they want to do is go there, get a paycheck, put the paycheck in their pocket at the end of the week, and go home and say, hey, you know what, the hell with them. Or just come out and say, hey, you know what? Hey, guess what? Hey, my name is Joe Camara. You know something? I'm running for city council and everything else and stuff. And hey, I promise you this, I promise you that, and everything else and stuff. But you know something, though? We need to get these people out of there. That's what we need to do. We need to clear the whole city council. Then we need to clear that whole city council and leave Michelle Dion there, but clear the whole city council. Get rid of the mayor, okay, and put somebody different in there. That's what we need to do, okay. That's what we need to do. Clear that council and put somebody else in. Get rid of Joe. Get rid of Sean Kadim. Get rid of Linda Pereira. Get rid of Laura Forever too. Okay, get rid of her too. Okay, because she's no good either. Okay, I'm sorry, Fred, but you know something. I know she's your daughter and everything else, but she hasn't done a thing since she's been in it. We gave her a chance. Okay, we gave her a chance. We gave her many chances to do something in that city council. Okay, but you know what? I'm sorry, but hey, you know something? We gave her a chance. Now it's time for somebody else to get a chance to be in the city council too. Okay, I mean, they've been in there so long, and they haven't done not one thing in there except fight back and forth all the time. Okay, fight back and forth all the time. That's all they do. Okay, on issues. Okay, and it's like sickening already. It's like it's like a circus down there in that city hall when the city councils get together for meetings. Okay, it is. It's sad. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to clear that city council. Get rid of Linda Pereira. Get rid of Laura Washington. Okay, get rid of Brad Kilby. Get rid of Joe Camara. Get rid of Sean Kadim. Okay. And keep we can keep Michelle Dion because she's the only one in there that's been trying very hard and everything else and stuff. And guess what? And nobody's listening to her. Okay, she wants to do the things right, not wrong. Okay, but but something though. Sorry, but even Cliff Ponte, we gotta get rid of too. You know what I'm saying? He has to go. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not. I mean, he's agreeing with Mayor Paul Coogan too. Okay, he's agreeing, with Mayor Paul Coogan too. With this market rate housing. Okay, he's agreeing, and you know something. And I mean, once you start agreeing to the mayor about market rate housing, you're not getting my vote anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, you're creating market rate housing. Okay, but you're also creating more of a problem. Okay, you're creating more homeless problem. Okay, You're creating more crimes. You're creating more everything. I mean, look at all the shootings and stabbings and stuff that's been going on here, not only around the whole country, but here too. You know what I'm saying? Here too, beyond our people. Okay, beyond our people. Here too. Okay, and I spoke about that about 2 years ago about the crimes that we've been having here in our city. Okay. Yeah. Well, I spoke about that too. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke about a lot of things. I spoke about people, coming out of bars, drinking and driving, texting on the phone while they're doing it. And, I talked about, but things are not getting done the way it should be getting done. Okay. It should get done. We got plenty of money. We got plenty of money to get this stuff done. Okay. But all it is Mayor Paul Coogan is out there wasting all kinds of money. That's why we cannot get things done. Okay. That's why we can't get things done. Okay. Because he's wasting all the money and wasting all the money on things that we don't even need. Okay. Trolley cars that we don't need. He's wasting a lot of money. Okay. That money could go to a lot of things that infrastructure. Okay. Crimes, more police, more fire. Okay. But he's just wasting the money on things that are not important. Okay. That's what he's doing. Okay. And he needs to get out of that office. He needs to get out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what, Mayor Paul Coogan, you are fired. Okay. You are fired. Next term, you are out. Okay. I'll be the next Donald J. Trump. You are fired, man. You are fired. You are getting out the next term. Okay. Because you know what? Because you know why? Because you don't know how to do the things right. Okay. So, yeah. So now we here, the people, are firing you because you don't know how to be the mayor of the city of Fall River. Okay. You're a money waster. You're corrupt. You're being corrupt. You're being like Jazel Correa and everything. Okay. That's what you're being like. Okay. And you know something? I've heard it from CJ. I've heard it from Chip. I've heard it. I've heard it. Okay. And you know something? And I agree with them. For everything that they are saying, I agree with them. Okay. 100% I agree. Because this is ridiculous already. Okay. Ridiculous. Okay. Clear the city council. And clear the city council. Leave Michelle Dion there. And you know something? Let's put all new city councils in there. And you know something? Let's give them a try and see what they can do for our city. It's awful. Okay, the things that this city's a laughing stock. Okay, it is. It's a laughing stock. UK's laughing at us. Okay, okay. Other countries are laughing at us. Okay, they think that we're idiots. That's what they think. Okay, that people are saying, what is wrong with this man? Doesn't he know how to do things? Oh, well, no. He doesn't know how to do things. UK's laughing at us. We're a laughing stock. That's what we are. We've been a laughing stock. Okay. Right after Mayor Jazel Correa when he stole from us, and we've been trying to get him out of office. But now Mayor Paul Coogan's gonna go now. Okay. Well, he talked so bad about Jazel, but you know what? He's just as bad. He's just as bad. He's doing it. He's doing it different than Jazel. Okay. So he's doing it differently. He's just as bad. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We gotta make a change, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep voting these clowns in there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Make the change. You know what? I know there's some people out there don't care, but you know what? I care about my community. I care about it. Okay. Something I do care about it. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to, I will make some noise and I will stand out there and I will protest and everything else and stuff, and I will make a lot of noise. Okay. Just to get rid of that mayor, yes. Just to get rid of some of them city councils, yes. Okay. I'll spend my time doing that. Okay. Because it's ridiculous It's it, you know, it's. I mean, what happened? Look what happened. What happened to Fall River Celebrates America? We had Fall River Celebrates America there. Okay, Fall River Celebrates America was bringing in the money. Okay, bringing in the money. Oh, we don't want that no more. Okay. Oh, we don't want that no more. So you know what? You don't want that no more. Well, guess what? Now look where this economy is right now. Okay, when you're not bringing in the money that you should be bringing in. Okay, this this economy we should have a we should have a surplus of snow day money. We should have a surplus for the infrastructure. We should have a surplus for the fire department, police department. We should have money in the budget to fix the roads, not just patch them up. Okay, not just make a good, quick, fast patch. Okay, because I've seen Bedford Street. Okay, that is a total mess. It's deteriorating. It's the roads are deteriorating over there. Okay, on that side. Okay, it's horrible. Okay, I mean, I go to other cities. Okay, I go to other cities. Their roads look better than ours. Okay, their roads look better than ours. Believe it or not. Okay, it does. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I go to Brockton sometimes. I go to Taunton sometimes. I go down to, I went to Newport one time. Okay, and their roads, something. Their roads are more cleaner and more better than ours. Okay, all right. I mean, and you know something? It is. It's more cleaner and more better. Wow, figure that one out. Okay, so that goes to show you that this mayor is not doing nothing, and for this, he's not doing nothing for this city. Okay, he's not doing nothing for us. Okay, because you know something, everything that he said, okay, during his campaign, he's a liar. Okay, I'm going to call him out. He's a liar, a liar, a liar, a liar, a liar. He reminds me of Joe Biden, a liar. He reminds me of Kamala Harris, a liar. Okay, so this is what he reminds me of. Okay, is a liar. Okay, the biggest liar that I ever saw in my whole entire life. Okay, in politics. Okay, okay, and let me tell you something. At least Jazel, okay, you know something, got rid of the purple bags. Okay, Jazel might have been a thief. Okay, he might have been a thief, but I'll tell you something. He's gotten things done here. Okay, he might have been the biggest thief around with dispensaries and robbing money and everything, but I'll tell you, he's gotten things done. Okay, he's gotten things done. Okay, he has. Okay, for a young mayor, yes. Okay, but too bad he messed up. Okay, because if he didn't mess up, he would have been still mayor today. Okay, if he didn't mess up. Okay, he got in with the wrong crowd, and it's horrible and it's a shame because they took advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? From him being a young mayor of the city of Fall River. Okay, you know, and we need to get rid of we need to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Clear the city council out. Besides Michelle Dion, and Cliff's got to go. I know I'm friends with the whole family, but Cliff's got to go. You know what I'm saying? He's got to go too. He's with that market rate housing. You know what I'm saying? He is. You know what I'm saying? And but Michelle Dion, she's only one person, and she's trying her hardest. But they're not really listening to her. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get rid of Joe Camara. We need to get rid of Sean Kadim. We need to get rid of Linda Pereira. We need to get rid of Laura Washington too. Laura, we need to get rid of her too. I mean, it is. I mean, that's my right to say that. You know what I'm saying? That is my right. I mean, I ain't voting for these people in 2 years. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not voting for these people because they've been in there so long and they haven't not done one thing except agreeing for market rate housing instead of helping the homeless people out over here. And yeah, we are upset. There's a lot of homeless people around. Yeah, we are upset because of the market rate housing. That's why. That is why, because of the market rate housing. And they create more and more and more all the time. And it's creating a big, huge problem that we are never gonna come out of. Okay. That we are never gonna come out of. Okay. It is. So I mean, we gotta do something. You know what I'm saying, I mean, market rate housing is uh, it's creating a problem. Affordable housing would never create this more problem. If the rents were down, more people would be more people would be in their apartments instead of out of their apartments. Because but the mayor doesn't care. Okay, as long as he got a place to sleep, he doesn't care who sleeps in the woods. Okay, he doesn't care if you have family that sleeps in the woods. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, and that's how he is. Okay, he's a snake in the grass, and all he does is wants to do is that. And I agree with Chip and CJ. Okay, let's support our. Let's make our my friends rich. Okay, that's what Mayor Paul Coogan does. Let's help my rich friends out first. Let's give them jobs. You know what I'm saying? And CJ and Chip is right about it. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan's a snake in the grass, and so is uh, you know um, the R&D, whatever you want to call it. Uh, the redevelopment center with Ken Fiola. I mean, make your friends rich first, and the hell with us. That's what that all comes down to, and they know it. They know it, but they just don't want to. They just don't want to face the facts and face the truth that that they are making their own friends rich and giving them jobs and everything. But eventually, all these houses that they're building for market rate housing, eventually they're going to be Section 8 housing. Okay, eventually they're gonna be Section 8 housing for people that can afford to live in an apartment. There'll be Section 8 housing. Okay, after that, you know what I'm saying. So you're wasting your time, you're wasting energy putting market rate housing when Section 8 is going to get a hold of these apartments at some point, and there'll be Section 8. There'll be Section 8 apartments. Okay, so then again, it'll be low income housing again. So it would be affordable housing again once the Section 8 gets a hold of it. Okay, so I mean, I don't know why you guys are building all this. Okay, taking up space, and I mean, I seen houses over here on Pleasant Street. A house building right. They built a house right in front of a house where nobody can look out the window. So how stupid that is over there. I mean, yeah, I kind of like really took a video of that one point. Who builds a house in a parking lot in front of another house where no one can look out the window? Yeah, taking up space. Hey, let's buy this space. Let's buy that space. Let's take the Duval School. Let's make market rate housing out of that. You know what I'm saying? And when you make market rate housing out of that, that's causing a problem. That's causing a problem. It's causing a homeless problem, whether they know that or not. Maybe they do know it and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? About what we think. You know what I'm saying? So when we vote them out, then they'll say, wow, you know what? Maybe we should have never made that as market rate housing. Maybe we should have made it as affordable housing, and maybe we would have been still in office and listen to what the people are saying, because the people are smart. They know what they're saying. Yeah, outstanding performance on the mayor's office, anyways. And you got the city council, Cliff Ponte, also agreeing because he's real estate. So he's real estate, so he's agreeing with this affordable housing. That's what I understand. I'm not. I don't want to say that's what I understand. So that he's agreeing with it. and so is Laura. Laura Washington too. Laura's also city council. Laura is also agreeing with it. With this market rate housing, and so is Linda Pereira too agreeing with it. I'm only saying when I watch the live stream. Okay, when I watch the live stream, I listen to the live stream. Okay, I don't go down there. I listen to it at home. I listen to it on my computer when they're live and stuff, and they're talking about inputs. They're talking they're talking about things. You know what I'm saying? Issues. I listen to it, and I know that they talk about the market rate housing. I know that who's for it and who's not for it, and I know Michelle Dion is not for it because none of that ever come out of her mouth. But she tries hard. You know what I'm saying? She does. And something. And I spoke to her many times. She tries hard on things. She does. And it's great. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Well, I mean, if anybody wants to throw a comment in there on something that what I said today, you're more than welcome to throw a comment there because I see two people on. So if you want to throw a comment in there, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying, because I want to see people's opinions. That's what I want, people's opinions on things, because I think having people's opinion on things is a lot better too. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. When you have affordable housing, even when the train comes in here, what's going to happen when the train comes in here in May 2025? Okay, well, Alan Sylvia says that it's not the taxpayers don't have to pay taxes. But I got my other opinion on that. I do. I have my other opinion on that. Yeah. So I mean, I got a feeling that down the road we're going to pay taxes on that. I got a feeling that they're going to take something off us for the train. So I mean, it's iffy, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But I was just talking about me and Paul Coogan, how one day that Section 8 is going to turn that into affordable housing one day when he's not in office. And I hope they do, because I'll be the first one to vote for affordable housing. Okay, I'll be the first one. Yes, affordable housing. Let's make it out. Let's make all these market rate housing out affordable housing. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would be doing. So I know that I have two people listening, but I just got to find the time. It's 8:34 right now. I got a few other things that I want to get off my chest here. Let me see here. Let's see what's going on. Massachusetts governor signed a bill to unlock the state funding federal grants in infrastructure and climate projects. I don't know about that. Joe Manchin says he won't endorse Vice President Kamala Harris for president, which is he won't. He said he's not gonna. He says he's not gonna endorse Vice President Kamala Harris. Joe Manchin says he won't endorse Vice President Kamala Harris for president because he knows it's going to be. He knows it's going to be a catastrophe. He knows what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's not. Snap increases and changes to whom qualify in taking office take effect October 1st. Wow. Dominant man faces murder charges and fatal stabbing in New Bedford court employee. Wow. Be a man and vote for a woman for Sam Elliott, voice no, and edit endorsing Kamala. This guy's endorsing. This guy's a nut. Be a man and vote for a woman. You're crazy, this guy. This guy's nuts. Let's see here. Massachusetts fiscal year 2025 budget is increasing. Might not know about it. Oof. Polls look at the candidates for presidents and governors are doing in the race. They are in big ways, and Trump victory could impact impact your paycheck. Rhode Island Hall Angel figures to be released from prison after attempted mob wait. Springfield resident says that Americans in his town are losing jobs. Haitian and Haiti and leaders, soldier them leaders sold them out. Trump's campaign's boosting the latest polls. Migrant crime crises are coming to Nantucket, Martha Vineyard, playgrounds, and Rich and Famous. Part of Fall River and Duval Street is closing until 2025. What you need to know about 60 seconds. Massachusetts City's name one of the most cockroaches infested in the U.S. Masks and windows are available in your own home and their zip code codes. Video alter to make Kamala Harris appear intoxicated. And during speeches and fact checking, Trump sets the stage for election. Daniel and he. All right. So this was a few years back. Okay. Just trying to race on the White House is early voting on the way. Yep. Brief of Karen Reed's attorney due on Wednesday. Let me see this. I just gotta get into the Karen Reed case here a little bit. I really want to because I think this is interesting. STG brief on Karen Reed, attorney due on Wednesday. The state is the highest court will hear Karen Reed's appeals and defense lawyers until Wednesday to file a brief support for this case. The state's high court has agreed to hear Karen Reed's appeals, and her lawyers are expected to file a brief outlining their case by Wednesday. That'll be tomorrow. The Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court has agreed last week to review the case of Reed's lawyers are trying to get two of three charges against her dismissed, and the major one is being murder. The court sets on September 25th. Deadlines are Reed's defense team is filing a brief on the case, and the prosecutor has until October 16th to file. Their defense lawyers will then have until October 25th to respond to the prosecution is filing. Original agreement could start as soon as November. Reed's legal team and filing an appeal last week, and the judge Beverly Connock refusal to dismiss two of the three criminal charges against her. Reed, 44, and accused of ramming into the Boston police officer boyfriend John O'Keefe with her SUV and leaving him for dead during a January 2022 snowstorm. Here, a 2 month trial ends in July when the jury disclosed they were hopefully deadlocked, and a judge declared a mistrial on the fifth day of deliberation. Last month, Cannon rejected the defense motion to dismiss several charges, and prosecutor schedules a new trial for January 2025. But Reed's attorneys appealing that the ruling to this Supreme Judicial Court, arguing that is trying her again, and two of the charges would amount to unconstitutional double jeopardy. Prosecution says Reed is a former adjunct professor of Berkeley College, and O'Keefe is a 16-year-old member of Boston Police, had been drinking heavily before they dropped him off at a party at the home of Brian Albert, a fellow police Boston officer. They had said that she hit him a USB before driving away. The autopsy found O'Keefe dead of asthmatic and blunt force trauma. The defense is portrayed Reeds as the victim, saying O'Keefe has quality to kill inside Albert home and then drop and dragged outside and argued, and then the investigators focusing on Reed because she was convinced outside who saved them from having consistent Senders law enforcement officers have suspects. After a mistrial, Reed's lawyer presented the evidence that four jurors had said they were actually deadlocked only on one-third count of manslaughter, and that inside the jury room, and they had emotionally agreed to Reed was innocent in a second-degree murder and leaving the scene. Was innocent and leaving the scene of a deadly accident, and juries told them that no one thought that she hit him purposely, or the lawyer argued. But the judge said that the jury did tell the court during their deliberation that they had reached a verdict and on any of these accounts. Wow, that's crazy. Whew, that's retrial. But anyways, it's 8:44. I want to thank whoever was watching. Thank you for whoever was watching, man. That was pretty good. I mean, if anybody wants to drop comments, wants to share videos, go ahead, man. You know something? Hey, huh? So if anybody wants to drop any comments, yeah. So if anybody wants to drop comments, yeah. So if anybody wants to drop a comment, drop the comments. But let me tell you something. There's a lot more going on here in the U.S. So and this whole entire country. So be sure I'm going to be looking up some stuff tomorrow. I'm going to be looking up some stuff tomorrow before I end up coming on tonight. So I'm going to look up some more stuff because I really, honestly, really want to, get right into this. Get right into this, this political stuff too, and the Karen Reed case too. I want to get into. So, oh wait, let's see here. Something just caught my attention here. Hold on. Judge Chuckin hands Jack Smith wins a case against Donald Trump. Oh, is this for real or is this not real? Judge Chuckin. Case. Oh no. All right. Nope. This is from Let me see. Yeah, yeah. This is a this is a liberal thing. So now, okay, nope. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. All right. So I want everybody to take care. Have a great night, and I'll be on tomorrow. I'll talk some more about political. I like talking about political because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, I just want to let you know that Donald Trump's polls are up there, and they are. They are up there, and like he said, it's too big to rig. So drill, baby, drill. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.